Hello there and welcome back to what's going to be an amazing hour. The reason I need, needs no introduction, does she, our lovely Leonie. She's going to be here with you for this hour, and of course she's going to be working with the fabulous brand of Craftascope. What have we got then, Leonie?
Oh my word, what haven't we got, Hayley? It's honestly, Nick has been prolific. I didn't realise he'd been so busy. I mean, it's been a few years now actually that Nick's had his own business. It's flown, the time has flown, and he's created so many different looks. You know, I remember doing the fantastic retro look, but then he's got florals, he's got the men as well,
and that dipped into different areas.
Absolutely. And because he's a crafter, and as a crafter, Nick has dipped into different crafts. Like he's fabulous at sewing. Yes. You know, he's fabulous at mixed media. Yeah.
He learned to knit with one of my DVDs.
Did he? How amazing!
And he's a fabulous knitter as well. He made a lovely big cardigan.
Do you know, this is the thing with Nick. It seems whatever he turns his hand at is blinking good at. I nearly swore then, didn't I?
You nearly did, but thankfully you didn't. Otherwise the screen would have suddenly gone black. Now, obviously Leonie's going to be here demonstrating. She's got a fabulous range of products that she's going to be working with. But I do urge you to jump ahead and have a little look on the website, because we have got some phenomenal deals. And of course we are still talking black tag events, so do have a little look. On the website you will find all sorts of goodies. So have a look here. You've got 5-star reviews that you could be checking out. You've got stencils, you've got dyes, you've got inspiration in all sorts of areas, whether it's your florals, whether it's your retro, whether it's your mixed media. You have got lots that you can be able to craft with. And of course Leonie has obviously the knowledge and the expertise she's going to be sharing with us over a couple of different shows. First one being today, and I think there's another one tomorrow, but she will tell you more about that as the hour progresses. Over to you, Leonie.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we had one at 3 o'clock this afternoon. This is the last hour, so it is sadly. So that means I really missed 3. Don't worry, love. But that means after this hour, the prices will go up. You've got some ridiculous savings. I urge you to go onto the website, shop by brand, because there's so much we just haven't got the time to actually show you. But please have a little look. See, okay, I'm going to get cracking because we have a lot to talk about in this hour. Some of these you might have seen before, but you might not have. And I love this first set. I absolutely, there's loads I love. In fact, have I pinched a bit die for this? Anyway, right. So first of all, our fantastic retro vibes. If I spin that round now, you've got some really cool stamps here. I love the retro look. I love layering with these. I love making fantastic backgrounds with these. Brilliant for pattern building. But I do like just solid stamps, to be fair, because again, you can do loads with them. Now, you've got a lot of stamps in there. You've got 18 stamps, and the price is only £11.99. I mean, you are saving £12. That's better than half price. Honestly, these deals, once they're gone as well. So that's your first one. The second one now, this is seriously cool. These are your dies. Now, for starters, look at the size of this. So you've got a really big die, bigger than my hand. This is Retro Chaos. We have got a mask that will fit this one. You've got the outside die, you've got the inside die. That will cut it out, of course, that cuts in the card so you can layer. But it also means that you can extend it. So if you want it bigger, then you can do that. That is seriously cool. I really like that die. So that one, again, look at that price. £11.99 for that one. Oh, I've got a little bit of card. It's white though, so hopefully you'll be able to see. You might... There you go. Can you see it on the white? Sorry, I might not have lined it up properly, but you can see it better, can't you? Yeah, £11.99. Again, that is such a phenomenal price. That is a cool, cool die. The next one that we've got for you, again, look at this stamp set. Love these. We've got as well, have a look at the stencils, because I do believe we've got a stencil that matches this wonderfully. And you've got all sorts of stamps in there. I mean, a lot of these are single stamps as well. So, and obviously, you can trim them if you want them to be single stamp. And then you've got different fantastic sentiments in there as well, like disco, absolutely a funky birthday, time for a funky birthday. So you're brilliant, again, your brilliant price, £11.99, folks, for that one. And then last but by no means least, loving this die. I've pinched this die, actually. And do you know what? I know where I don't even know where I've put it. Oh, it's here, because I'm going to demo it. The retro rounds. This was the very first one I picked up to demo with this hour, because I looked at this and it was like, oh, I love that die. It's too cool. The stencil that we had to match this sold out in the last hour. So if you do want the die, I urge you to get that one. Love that die. It's ace. Love it. £11.99 is your price. Let me show you some finished samples because we've got loads of really cool finished samples. You see how good does that look? That's the die with just a fabulous background. Because it cuts in the cardstock, it means you can cut your cardstock out and put stuff within it. Doesn't it look good? Really cool. That one, that is filling in. So that is actually filling the spaces in. So cutting it out, filling it in. Beautiful tune. Filling it in. And that is doing the same again. Which looks fabulous. I love that one. That's the other die, of course, which looks really, really cool. I mean, don't they look amazing? We're loving this. We're loving this. I do need to show as well. I mean, this is a little bit of everything in this one. I know, right? This is proper old mixed media. But look at that background. That is the die. I mean, there's all sorts going on here. I believe our Nick, I'm not sure if Nick's made this one, but there's all sorts going on in there. How much has gone, sorry? A third of the stock has gone. Right, if you do want to get hold of this, you need to be checking out your baskets. And there's loads in here. I mean, I'll flip through, but there's a bit of everything in there. Superb little book, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. I do believe that might be the chrysanthemum. Oh, it's a stamp, actually. That's a stamp. So check on the website, though, because we got it. The funky leaves as well. I know we've got those coming up. OK, if you do want this collection, seriously cool. You've got so much choice there. And the deals. The deals are going to go up at the end of the hour. If you would like those, all your different item numbers there, please check your baskets out. Now, something that's been really busy in the past, and I know we've managed to get this back in stock. This is your chrysanthemums. And these are fantastic dies. Now, let me show you these. So you've actually got your lovely little flowers. And these are such nice dies. I really like these as well. They're ridiculously handy. And you can see just how many petals there are. And all cut, you can see they're all cut as well. So that'll give you such a beautiful die. I'm going to try. There's loads I want to do. We just haven't the time to show you everything, sadly. But that is a seriously cool die set. I'll try and cut a few out for you, even if I don't have time to play particularly. But I'll try and cut a few out just to show you what they're like. Now, 358453. Again, only £11.99, saving £5.50. Now, some that Nick was saying has sold out time and time again, been really popular. In fact, approaching half the stock of them. Right, that is dead busy. If you do want that one, you do need to check it out. We're approaching half of the stock. Yeah, that's always really busy. Now, I bet you've not been that priced before. Now, the petals. I do think we've got the other size of these as well, because I think these are your large now. Nick did, and we haven't got it this time, but he did some amazing. He makes roses and things, does Nick? I mean, he is ridiculously talented. But have a look on Craftascope, because I bet you there's finished samples, because he makes flowers and everything. He's worked with the, you know, the beautiful foam, the foamarian, the moulding foam. He's worked with that in the past, and he's made some sensational flowers. And I know with these dies, the massive petal dies, you can make some incredible flowers out of these. Obviously, you can do lots more, but you can do some sensational flowers. Now, there's actually in this one, there's a set of dies. I'm not sure how many. We've got the 8 dies, it says there, Leonie. So you've got 8 dies there. What I like about these as well, can you see they look hand-drawn? They've not got that, it's not that super smooth edge, which means they look real. You know, it means they don't look like, they look more realistic. I like that one because obviously you don't need to use them as, you know, as an actual flower. You can use them as a beautiful aperture there. Now, if you do want those, they will match the other petals. So if you've got the others, this will give you an even bigger flower, or of course works absolutely independently, saving £6 there. 560914 is your item number. Now, next, the incredible stencils. We've got so many stencils for you to choose from. I mean, it is ridiculous. There's so many. I know we had low stock. I know some have sold out. So I'm not 100% sure of the ones I'm picking up, because I don't think we've taken any off that have sold out, have we? No. So sadly, I might be showing you some that have sold out. So I do apologise. But yeah, they're absolutely fabulous. And the price is amazing. The price is fantastic on these. You are getting 4 stencils for just £9.98. I mean, and the retro ones are so cool. The retro ones have gone, so I won't show you that one. But we've got retro quartet and retro plaid, which, yeah, at the minute we'll know when we get to them. So you've got beautiful flowers, and I mean, you can create some incredible backgrounds with this. It's a really sensational set. I love that one. That's one of my favourites. I think that's fabulous. Oh, now we have to think about how I do this. Did it right. Boom, boom. I love this one. Oh, now, is this one that we've got? Is that a retro? Yay! So we've got that one, that's retro haze. That goes with the die, of course. That will match perfectly with the die and the stamps, of course. I love that one. That one is one of my favourites. I used that in the last hour. Absolutely love that. Oh, that one's sold out for sure. Yeah, that one's gone. We've got the chaps. And these, I love these because I find these are so different. And I think they look so effective. There's so many ways that you can use them. And I don't think anybody else has done stencils quite like this. I think Nick was absolutely the first to do those. Let me show you some finished samples. I mean, we've got so many beautiful finished samples. It's working out at £2.50 a stencil. I mean, it's a serious bargain, is this. This is, again, a mixture. You've got the funky leaves that we've got coming up. You've got some of the beautiful stencils in here. I mean, the backgrounds are all your stencils. You've got the stamps that we've got on the show as well. Some of the beautiful, you see the petal dies? They're the petal dies. They're the smaller ones, though. Yep. And again, there's so much going on there. Absolutely gorgeous. And that is, of course, mixing it with the stencils. I'll show you some more of the stencils. See, look at that stencil. Now, that has actually been embossed. So inking it up, then run it through your machine to give you that fantastic embossed finish. If you love that die, we've got that die on the show, I believe, but you do need to have a look on the website for that die. That die has been seriously popular in the past as well. So please do check that out. Obviously, all of these, oh, see, I really like them. I think they're super cool. Absolutely fabulous. So many wonderful stencils. We showed you that one in the last hour. I mean, I just think that's amazing. Amazing. Right, if you do want these stencils, there's so many to choose from. £9.98. You have to check your baskets out. 828069 is your item number for that one. Now, next we've got for you, building a man. We're building a man. Now, this is fabulous. So have a look. So you've got one face, but lots of different hair. Because basically, when you're building a man, that's all you need, different hair. I really like this. I think it's such a cool stamp. And look at your finished results. In fact, let me show you this straight away. Because this is amazing. Hold on. This is well cool. Look. Isn't that good? I really like that. I just think that is so cool. It just looks, yeah, it does look like a really cool album cover, doesn't it? I really like this. I mean, there are so many different things you can do with this. Look at that. They're really, I mean, look at that card. I just think this is one of those. And look at this one. This is really cool. Because look, so you've got, today is this hair, today is this. Like the ace. And I love that. He's got his nose pierced. Isn't it cool? I love it. I think they're absolutely fabulous. Aren't they fabulous? And there's another one I have to show you. Hold on a minute, let me find it. Because it really, I thought, oh my gosh, that is just phenomenal. Bear with. Look at this. Look at that. Elton John or what? Innit? That is a young Elton John. I just thought that is amazing. And look at that. I mean, how fantastic is that? Oh, I really like... Oh, one more. Because look at that. Isn't that amazing? That is Ollie! And that is all stitched. She's stitched all of that. She's put an embellishment on there, but all that is stitched. That is absolutely fabulous. And she's used, I bet she's used, the rectangles are Nick's rectangles, so check the website out, because Nick's got rectangles as well. That is such a good sample, though. That, I must admit, I looked at that and it was like, gosh, that's fabulous. If you do want these stamps, really cool, so different. They're £12.99. I mean, saving £6 on that. 992-258. Next. Next, we've got the tick-a-cock-a-cock. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not even going to try and say it again. Tick-a-cock-a-cock. It means, what does it mean 12 sides, did Paula say? Something like that. It means lots of sides. Lots and lots of sides. Nick knows. Nick will email in going, Leonie, it means this. Now, what we have got here are loads of dies. Now, I like this a lot. If you get both sets, they will nest perfectly together. Not only have you got the nesting, but you've got, of course, that beautiful paper prick detail as well. Very, very cool indeed. So, you've got your nest and layering. So, one will nest, one will layer. They just nest and layer together. Well, it just means one goes inside the other, doesn't it? Like one goes, they'll layer up, but they'll nest in between, in middle and things. No, I don't know how to describe it either. But basically, what it means is you'll be able to create some incredible... No, I don't know why it's called nesting and layering, really. I've never really thought about it. Our Kim went, you don't know, do you? You're like, what's that apparent talking from my dodgy answer? No, I've never really thought about it. I suppose because that one nests inside that one, but then again, it is layered on top of that one. Yeah, and then you layer them up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it could be coming out or going in. Yeah. So I suppose the nesting is going in. We'll have that, mate. Boom! Shauna sorted it out. That's it. Boom, there you go, Kim. We've got your answer. It wasn't me. I won't take any credit. But these are lovely because they've got that real detail. I mean, yeah, look at that and look at that. So you can create some really cool effects. Now, if you do want to get hold of these, okay, so you've got 24 dies. So you've got, it's not both of these, is it? The two, is it both of these? Oh, all right, that's amazing. For £23.99, I'd highly recommend these. Highly recommend. In fact, half the stock has gone. Right, well, I'm talking about these. Get on the website because Nick has also done rectangles and I bet they're at a ridiculous price as well. So please have a little look for that one. Obviously, Hochanda.com or give us a ring 01733 60 2000. Right, I am going to get ready for a demonstration and Haley's going to tell you about shopping by brand.
I am indeed, because if you go to our website and you go to the top left-hand corner, you can see that you have got your brand section. Now, if you click on there in alphabetical order, you just go through the alphabet, find the letter that you need for the company that you're working with, and there you go. You can see there Craftascope featuring. Now, with Craftascope, you've got a whole host of different elements there. You've got stencils, you've got dies, you've got stamps. There's a whole plethora of different elements there that you can add to your basket at any time. Now, obviously, we're featuring a lot during these hours with Craftascope, but of course, there's a lot more that you could be adding into your basket. And of course, you've got the benefit that if you're adding something in that's on kind of flexi-buy, then it means anything else that you're adding will mean you can spread the cost of those as well. So it's a good way of finding perhaps something that is on a flexi-buy if we've got nothing on the show that tempts you. Loads of goodies there. there, as you can see, and of course Leonie will be referencing everything that she's using as she works through the hour. So what have you got planned for us then, Leonie?
Well, I had to play with this die now. I know they're really busy, so please check your baskets out, because this is one of those that I don't think we're going to have much stock of. I am just going to give it a bit of a tap, because I obviously haven't cleaned it, because it's me. So what I'm going to do is, this is such a good die for using all your backgrounds. So you know, all your backgrounds where you've been cleaning your stencils, where you've been cleaning your brush, you know, where you've just all of these backgrounds. This is one of the best dies for it. So what I'm going to do is just pop that on there. Now this time I have cut it out in the past with this one. I'm not doing on this one because I actually want a bigger frame on this one. I am, however, going to use low tack tape, because while I'm cutting this one, I might as well cut some of our lovely flowers out. So I'm going to take pink again. I am using scrap card. I love using my scrap card. It makes me feel, when I use my scrap card, it makes me feel like I'm like, yes, you know, I'm managing to use that scrap card. It makes me feel like I'm actually achieving something. These are the chrysanthemums that do sell out time after time. I know they've been so busy in the past, and I know they're busy this hour. So if you do want them, you do need to check your baskets out with those. Please shop by brand, because I know a lot of the stuff that we had in the last hour, it's not showing up on the show in this hour. So what you want to do is shop by brand, and then you'll be able to see absolutely everything that we've got from our Nick, because there's so much we can't talk about because we just haven't got the time. 2 hours, there's no chance we got the time, because he has been a busy chap, as our Nick. And I know a lot of these is not going to be bringing back, you know, is not going to be making again, getting manufactured again. So it is a case that you need to grab them while you can. Okay, so I'm sending the flowers through at the same time as the die, because obviously I might as well, because I've got an A4 cutting plate. So let's have a little look. See, so first of all, those flowers, remember, these are your chrysanthemums. And look, just comes away like so. Cracking dies are these. And I like them because when you pop them out, boom, look. See, look at that. How good are those dies? They're really good dies, because I mean, it takes seconds to actually shape. And you could put them in your hand and actually, let me just get my brush, put them in your hand, squidge them up like this, like so. See, and when you layer them up, that is going to look so effective. Yeah, the good dies are these. You do need to get hold of these ones. The detail of those are fabulous. So squidge all of those, and it says, that is my scrap card. And you might as well, like every time you're doing a bit of die cutting, if you've got any room on your mat, you might as well do one of those. You know, stick those through, because then you'll just make loads of little flowers that you'll be able to use. In fact, I'm going to do that. See, this is the thing when I do these shows. You know, it's like, you never want to put stuff away, because it's like when you're guesting, you don't have enough time to actually play, and afterwards you want to keep everything out because you want to use it. Because guesting, you get so many ideas and the stuff you want to do, but then you have to move on to the next one. I can't whinge. You know, it's not a cruel job. It's a great job, but it's cruel that you have to put things away. I mean, look at that. That is seriously cool. So if I'm putting all my bits there so I can put them in recycling like a good girl. And then what I'm doing is, so I've got my background. This, I'm going to use my double-sided tape on. Okay, so if I take 3D foam, so I haven't cut it down yet, because I'll cut it down in a few seconds. Okay, I need to be dead quick with this because we're now approaching limited stock. So if I really rush, I'll get it done real quick. I didn't have a long demo with this one. I just had a quick demo. So that's handy. There we go. We do have, every now and again we'll have a show, yeah, your prep stuff. And this is why, as a guest sometimes, if you spend hours, it's a good job I'm one of these guests who wings it a little bit, because you can spend hours prepping things and then you get to it and that's the first one that sells out. And it's like, you're having a laugh. I've spent half my life prepping a demo for that. Honestly, there's nothing worse. And if that sounds like a rubbish excuse for being a guest who wings it, it is. But by Jove, I'm sticking with it. But I mean, look at that. It looks so good. So now, look, I've already cut. You can see a bit of the black tape, but I'm not worried about that. So I've already cut it out in black and in green. Now, you could put this over there like that. And look, so you twist it round. Doesn't that look good? But then look, then you put green over it top as well. And look at all the layers, 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 layers. So what I wanted to do, but then it's deciding, do you have black for a background or do you have white for a background? And I quite like the white for a background because I think it gives it another layer, quite frankly. So if has it gone? Technically sold out. Okay, so it's technically sold out, but we've also got the other die. I know I'm not using it, but we have got it. So what I'm just going to do is put a tiny bit of glue on here. I'm not going to faff for too long. In fact, while I'm gluing, shall we show pictures? So this is the other. So this is your gorgeous retro chaos. I mean, this is just equally fabulous, quite frankly. And again, another real bargain, £11.99. And that will work the same as this, where you can twist it, layer it, and they do look really, really good. When you layer them, they look fantastic. The chrysanthemum, which of course I have shown you briefly, £11.99. That is limited stock. It's a cracking die. Limited stock on that one as well. Right, that's all we've got to show you, so I do need to be dead quick on this now. So I'm putting a little bit of adhesive here. You are going to see this, but it's not even red liner, love, it's foam tape, but it's right. Just keep the other die on because I can talk about, let's pretend this is the other die. So, look, I'm going to twist this, and then this will go on the top. I know I can see the black foam tape. If I weren't rushing, I would have done that differently, but I'm rushing, so you're going to have to pretend you can't see black foam tape. But you can't see it, Leonie, can't see it. There. Now, what I want to do is not put it on like that, because obviously you could put it on like that, but then you could offset it, because if you offset it, you can see the black, or completely move it. So it's like that, but you're offsetting it from the green. So you can see the black, you're offsetting it from the green, so you can see all of those layers, which I love. And then that will go on a black base. Doesn't that look fabulous? And I mean, then you could put one of your fantastic chrysanthemums on the top, and the chrysanthemum would look super cool on that, actually, with your black brad in the middle. Won't that look good? I absolutely adore that. Do you know what? That is all I wanted to show you on that one, because that's all I wanted to show you. And actually, that's sold out, and the chrysanthemums have sold out. So 2 sellouts already. Boom. We knew they'd go because they're amazing. Shall I get set up for another very quick demonstration? Our lovely Haley will take you through, again, just some quick reminders while I get set up. Please check the Shop by Brand. That's where you'll see all of Nick's collections, and it is substantial. So please do have a little look, because obviously there's so many deals that are going to go up at the end of this hour. Right, I'll get my head sorted out. Here's our Haley.
It's a bit chaotic here, really, isn't it? Yeah, I think the key thing is for this hour, if you see something you like the look of, get it into your basket and check your basket out. Busy for the stencils. As you can see, we've got loads of options with these, or we did have. You're going to choose any 4 of these. Now, of course, on the website, you will find your different choices live there, because, of course, the speed that they are going, you could quite easily miss out on some of these. Ones that have always proved to be popular are things like the faces. I mean, these are so tricky, aren't they, to replicate yourself, but time and time again with Nick Stencils, stencils, you've got the detail there. Beauty is as well with the stencil, of course it's double-sided, so if you are wanting to flip them over, you kind of get two looks, which sometimes can be useful, especially if you're wanting to have your characters kind of facing together. Other ones that you've got with regards to these, you can see loads and loads of scope with them, and again, changing them, flipping them, using them at different directions if you're wanting to with these ones. Of course, that is important when you come to things like your designs, what you're wanting to tessellate, because with these, you've kind of got your little bits which kind of lock in place there. So, of course, you could stencil through that, move it along, and then kind of put those leaves into certain areas, twist and turn it, just use parts of those stencils if you're wanting to. And then, of course, things like your florals, things that we love to use time and time again, you've got available to actually work with these, but be quick. These designs are flying out, so whether you're into your florals, whether you're into your retro, of course you've got lots and lots of opportunity to take advantage, but only while stocks last. You are getting 4 of these, works out at a couple of £1 each, and for a A5 stencil you're usually looking in the region of £5.99 at least for one of those. So you can see how you would normally get to that £19.96 price, but brilliant value for money at that full price, even more so when you've got a discounted price down. So whichever you've got in your basket, check your baskets out. I think that's the best advice I can give you in this hour. 828069 if you're wanting to get hold of those. Now, of course, we've been looking at those wonderful stencils, but Leonie's not just sticking to stencils during this hour. She's got lots of opportunities to work with different elements. So what are you working with this time?
I'm going to build a man.
You get hooked up, right? Okay.
How marvellous.
Have you got a tick list?
Yes, I have. I mean, by this age, the tick list is massive, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, and you realise that no one's ever going to qualify or tick all the lists. But who cares? Quite frankly, life's fine. Okay, so I am using, I mean, past, I don't care anymore. So what we've got, I build a man. I love this because this is fun. I think it's fun, I think it's different, I think it's cool. So first of all, I'm going to start with our gentleman's face, and I'm going to use my VersaFine Claire for this one. Did you say cues on the phones, dear? She did indeed. There's cues on that there. Telephone, please check your baskets out. We've got some really cool, one of the stamp dies that I really loved. We have a beautiful finished sample for. Is I can't remember what it's called, something like, it's the owl one. Yeah, but it's just amazing. The finished sample that I saw, I put it on Facebook because it's just beautiful. But that's just one of the I mean, there's so many. In fact, we're going to show you a picture of that one. There you go. That's your details. It's beautiful because when you look at that, you can't really see the owl, the contemporary owl, £11.99. You can't really see the owl. But I tell you what I am going to do while you're looking at that. I'm digging out the sample, bear with. I mean, I've disappeared and you'll hear lots of rummaging. Talk amongst yourselves. It's okay, I'm there. Oh, gosh. See, look at that. Is that Anne again? Anne again. Anne is, look at the stitching on that. That's stunning, isn't it? Isn't that stunning? That is just beautiful. Yeah, it is like the scream button owl. I love that. I think that's absolutely fabulous. Fabulous. He can look sad there, doesn't he? Don't you think? He's like, oh, I've got such a bad head. I love it. Absolutely love that. But yeah, please check the website out. There's tons. Okay, so hair. So you've got tons of, you've got 4 different styles of hair. And of course they fit on perfectly. So this is it. You can give him a little head. Oh, there we go. We're going to go about there, I do believe. Yes, I like that. Let's see. What's matching his ears? Yeah, he's got his little sides like that. Faffing now, aren't I? So, I really like this. I just think it's cool because it's different. And it's so nice. We've so many different stamps that have got women on it. So it's so nice to have a masculine stamp set. And Summer, I mean, look at that. That's well cool. It's just in seconds you've got a really strong image. So I'm taking that image. Hopefully my ink will dry quick enough because I am using watercolour cardstock. Obviously, we've got Pink Frog. As our one day special with all the cardstock. The cardstock I am using is Pink Frog watercolour cardstock, but I know there's loads of different card on there. I'm just giving it a blast dry because I'm using VersaFine Clair, and sometimes that stays a little bit too open. So I'm then just going to put on paint. So I'm going to go a bit of green. I love this green. Look at that. Well, nice. And then I'm just going to go dollop of yellow. And I'm just going to pop this at the side. I'm going to go mad, beautiful, bright red. Right there. I'm just going to drag it across his whole face. Building me man. So we've built a mess. Yeah, that's generally what I get. Hashtag standard. Okay, so welcome to my life. So I'm only joking. Okay. Look, so drag it through. I'm not going to put that on because I don't want it too dark. I don't want it to go because that would have been too dark, you see, and I don't want that. I'm actually going to get a paintbrush. Paintbrush, like this, like this. I like that green, whereas, bear with, that green is fabulous. So I'm going to pop the green, a bit more green, and a bit more yellow, like this one. There, now you look at that and think, yeah, but Leonie, you've covered up his head. Yes. my work here is done. Build a man. There we go. So, now I don't know if this will work. It did work when I was practicing it earlier. Worked like a treat. It'll probably go wrong now because it's live. So, gorgeous stencil. Popping that on. Just give it a spritz of water. Like that. And then, what is it? Perfect analogy. Perfect analogy that the perfect man doesn't exist. Well, none of us are perfect, are we? Perfection, you know, apart from Kim. No, perfect doesn't exist. And anybody who thinks there are, avoid them. Avoid them because, whoa, they're going to be fun at a party, aren't they? Be like, I'm perfect. Oh, they'll just drain your life. So, fingers crossed, folks. It might have just gone dirty now, but that's okay because we've created a dirty man. I quite like that. Look, look, look. Can you see? So, what I'm going to do is, so the bit I'm not keen on is where it's too dark, but that's a beautiful thing about this because now I'm actually going to use the rectangles. I was going to use the die that we've got in this hour, but we have got rectangles. They are on the show, so please check them out. Oh, we've got them. Yes, we've got the rectangles. They are on the show. You are getting a set of two. Now we can show you them because I'm drying. So look at that again, $23.98. You've got 22 dies in total here. I mean, that is such a good price. That's 422,837. And obviously rectangles you will use all the time. And what Nick said with rectangles, he wanted to do rectangles because he got sick of not having, you know, having rectangles where the smallest one was unusable. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's like, oh, that'll never. So he's designed these so it's all usable, but also with these, they're fantastic. They'll fit all your, you know, your main card sizes as well, or most of your main card sizes. So now, this is what I love about your die cutting. You create something, but look, if you're not keen on it, cut it. So, poor perfect man. So now my builder man, look, because it's that bit now, can you see that I want that bit. So I love doing things like this because it's just you're playing with card, you're playing with colour, you're playing with design. But then when you take this, and actually what I am going to do, I'm going to have to pinch that die because I'm going to take this one as well. Because obviously this will work beautifully with it, and I don't know if I can fit both of them on at the same time. I might just be able to fit them both on at the same time. And I want to take coloured cardstock again. Sorry, I am rummaging because down here, in fact, let's just use what scraps have I got here, because I want to use all my, you know, my scraps, scraps, because this is so good for all your scraps. And I'm hoping, yes, I'll just about fit that on. See, I'm not even doing it so it's central. I really like that. So you've just got his eyes, and I'd paint his eyes in. I would absolutely colour those in because that then would be really, really striking. And that, what? Yeah, the outside at rectangle, absolutely be using that. Using all of it, Joe. You're on fire. So pop that through. If you do want the other, the chaos die, remember you have got the mask that'll work with that, so the stencil that'll work with that. And have we not got? Oh, check the website. Well, shop by brand. Shopping by brand is where you'll find everything from our Craftascope from our Nick. So when you cut this out, look. So the bits that you're not keen on don't matter. Boom. And now I've got, and I really like that because you've got that really cool. Doesn't that look good? And the stencil, you can see that stencil. See, I love that. And then taking this die as well. So this is that really cool chaos die. Look at this. Look at this. What a good die. Isn't that just fabulous? Fabulous, fabulous die is that. And all those bits, you kind of don't want to throw any of those away because they'll be brilliant for paper piecing. Pop them on there again and just move this. So now all I do is build this up, see. And the thing is with this one, can you see? You'll be able to, can you see? And what I would do, have a little look, decide where you want it to sit, look, and how perfect will that be? So you can pop it in almost like a little photograph of your perfect man. Love that, absolutely love that. I'll then take black cardstock. Boom, like that. Yeah, I really like that. And I'm going to colour his eyes in. So when you come back to me, that's if I've got some pens, but hopefully by the time you come back to me, I'll have coloured his eyes in. I mean, I won't have got another demo sorted, but he will have eyes. Which means, look, as soon as you start colouring his eyes in, boom, that'll look absolutely fabulous. Right, I'll colour some eyes in. Well, Hayley, remind you what we've got on the show.
I will indeed. It's still continuing to be busy. You can see at the bottom of the screen there, phone lines are busy, so website is placed to order. Now, this is the time for you to be checking out your baskets. It's the boring bit. When I'm doing the talking while Leonie's getting herself ready, sorry, colouring in eyes. But we will get back to Leonie in a little while. So now, check out your baskets to take advantage of what you've got in those baskets. So of course, kicked off the hour with those wonderful stamps, as you can see here. You're looking at 18 stamps in total, retro vibes, as you can see there. You've got a £12 saving. It's a half price deal with this one, and you are looking at £11.99 being your price on these ones. Take advantage while you have got the opportunity. As you can see there, you've got lots of different elements in there, whether you're wanting to use a text in there and say things like fun retro, positive, vibe, love, be happy, all of those, and you kind of got your positives and your negatives with regards to those ones. So yeah, if you wanted to get hold of that stamp set, be quick with those. Now, something I need to tell you about the Retro Chaos, rapidly approaching limited stock. So yes, if you are wanting these, you need to be quick with regards to these. And that's the one that we just saw Leonie working with. I love the idea of almost using them like little paper clips there. Very, very clever idea. And of course, your two dies, lots of different possibilities when you're working with those, and a very popular one, because of course, now that we know how to use it, we all want it. 278587. Another one that's very popular is this pretty particular one. So if you wanted to get hold of this one, details popping up on your screen here, this is where you've got your stamps. So we've got Retro Fever with this one. I love those little frames that you've got there. Love the fonts that we've got with this one as well, and I love the phrases. Just dig it. Oh yeah, it's groovy. You can see there all those different elements there. Again, so affordable at $11.99. And of course, these are the items that you may well have missed out on in the past, because maybe $23.99, although it is a fabulous price, it might have been out of your reach at the time. But now it's come right the way down to $11.99. I think many of us will be going for that one. 504810 if you're wanting to get hold of those. Now, if rectangles are your thing, then we can help you with those as well. And because, of course, we've got lots of different possibilities for you to work with in this hour. So, rectangles, as you can see here. Did I say triangles? No, I said rectangles. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've got a triangle in my head, but there you go. Anyway, we digress. Rectangles is what I meant, and apparently that's what I said. 22 dies in total. You are getting both of these sets, as you can see, 1 and 2. And of course, as you heard, the reason for these being is because purely it's a case of that wanting to get those dies where you can use every die. Every die has got its use, rather than just being there for the sake of being there. 422837, and of course you've got your your layering dies there. As we were talking about earlier on. It did make me chuckle, that, but yeah, anyway, we digress. Petals now. What about creating fabulous roses? Well, this particular one, let me just rotate that round so you can get an idea and a feel for those petals. You can see all of those featuring in there, 8 different dies there. Different sizes with these, which of course gives you lots of scope for doing your 3-dimensional elements. But of course, as you look at them, they don't have to be petals if you don't want them to be. They could almost be like funky speech bubbles if you wanted them to. It's entirely up to you. And of course, whether you're having them the pointed end facing out or the pointing facing in, you're going to get a different look with those. And a £6 saving makes them even more attractive. 560914 if you're wanting to get hold of those. So yeah, if you fancy getting those in your basket and checked out, then I would do. Now, I've just been told to go to a set that I've no idea where you said, Kim. So you set the cameras up and I'll head over in that direction. There's some, oh, I can understand why now. Yes, a tricaderon.
Oh, well done.
I don't know if it's right. I've heard of a is it a tridecadedron or something like that? It's either a shape or a dinosaur. I don't know. It's one or the other. You take your pick.
It does sound like a dinosaur. A tridecadon.
24 dies in this set here. So again, when we're turning this around, you can see how you've got your multiple elements with this one. I'm guessing it's got 13 sides because of the tri. I know there's more than 3, which is usually tri. $23.99 with regards to these ones, as you can see there. You've got $3.99 saving on these, but you are getting both of those with 24 dies featuring within these ones as well. And we are very busy for these. So when you've got these, you've got your 2 different sizes. So what you've got with these, I know we were talking about layering and nesting. So here you've got, with these particular dies, these ones, I think these ones are your layering ones. The reason being the inside edge doesn't cut. So for each one of these, you're going to create a full shape. So it's not like a frame, it's a full shape. Of course, you can use one inside of the other to create a frame if you're wanting to. But what you've got with the other set is an innie and an outie edge. So you can see you've got your dotted detail there, which is your stitch detail, but it's got a cut line on the outside as well as the inside. So each one of those is going to cut out as a little frame.
Oh, get you. Fabulous. Thanks, Ella.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. It's only taken me 45 minutes to get here to tell you that. But who cares? We're having a lovely time. So there you go. That's the difference between those. One of them has got an inner cutting line and one of them doesn't. But of course you can team them up together. There you go. Up here for thinking, damn it.
I get you.
Details on your screen there if you want. I'll pop it my daughter will say never do that again. 410715 if you're wanting to get hold of those. Now your retro leaves, this is a bumper bundle as well. You've got loads within here. Have a look at these. Now you've got loads within, and now I haven't got the actual die. I think it might be inside. So with this, I'm guessing you're going to have multiple dies, are you? Oh no, it's not. It's a stamp. Why do I think it was a die? It's a stamp. It's a stamp. Oh, no. Ooh. OK. Oh, there you go. There you go. The packaging is very similar, so I'm guessing that we've kind of got the wrong envelope out with regards to that one. But this is what you will get if you're going for the dies. You've got your 8 dies in there with your different shapes, as you can see there, $13.99. And if you want stamps, we've got them as well. So there you go. Check them out on the website and add them into your basket. Now, we are rapidly running out of time, so I am going to pass over to Leonie again to use what demo time we've got left. And I'm going to go and sit back down again. You too.
It's all right, innit? Thank you, my love. Right, all we're going to do, look, we're going to pop this back in there like that because I've coloured his eyes in just so you could see what he looked like. I won't faff too long because I am just playing now. Because I really, really like that retro chaos as a background. Look at that, how cool does he look in there? I was going to cut another black layer behind him, but I quite like him sort of disappearing into that. I think that looks really quite striking, especially on white and then on black. I just think, love that. I absolutely love that. That Builder Man stamp set is brilliant. And it's the way you can separate it and just pull parts of the image out like that. Love that. Really striking. Okay, see, I'll show you how it worked when I were playing. That's how it worked when I were playing. Completely different. Yeah, and that is using that one. That one. That cuts and puts the dots on the inside. Yes, all those shapes. Okay, so let's now. Oh, I were going to do this, but I were going to do that. Right, okay, let's be quick. So, go with my heart, she says. Go with your heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little background, and this is actually a background that I've used. It's on super smooth card, and it's using Lindy's Stamp Gang, and it's called Sunsplash. And really, I shouldn't be using this because if I have this back on again, I'm going to have to make one of my things. But it's just such a nice background, isn't it? Right, I'm going to be really naughty and use some of these. Now, this one is your Floral Companion stamp set. Check that one out. That is probably, is that on the website? Maybe. But I'm going to use it in conjunction with my Retro Fever. Okay, so I am going to use both of these, I hope. Or shall I use my squares? No, I'm going to use the squares. Sorry, I changed my mind. I'm going to use my retro vibes, okay? So all I wanted to do really quickly, because of time... Oh, where have I put my stamping block? Chugga, chugga, chugga. There it is. Okay. So... what I'm going to do now, we've only got 4 minutes, so I really do need to be quick. So, Nick stamps, oh, I've forgotten again, Nick. They're not acrylic, they're not poly, they are, oh, the thingy rubber. But basically, with these stamps, they're a really good quality stamp. They're a clear stamp, but they're made at a temperature whereby you can use these for all your different techniques. You know, and I know I'm taking my time getting this off, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. But you know, like with your rubber stamps, so you can use them with Angelina fibres, things like that. You can do that with these. Miss P, can you remember what the name of the stamps are again?
Thermoplastic rubber.
Thermoplastic rubber. Yes, I couldn't remember again. And I left Nick's letter out so I wouldn't forget, but then forgot again. So yeah, really, really cool stamps. And it does mean you can use them for everything. So all I want to do is just create a really cool, quick background. Doesn't that look beautiful in the pink? So just stamping that over there like that, and it's got, let me show you, so it's your Floral Companions. You've got Floral Companions in stamps and you've got them in dies, unfortunately, which probably doesn't help you at all. Shot by brand, because I know they'll be there. I would absolutely use more of the flowers, but I'm very aware that I am going to run out of time, and I absolutely want to use, oh, I love these. I love these as well. That stamp is fabulous. So, again, I'm just using my VersaFine Clay. So, stamping this one up. So, this is your beautiful retro vibes. And this is such a good one for layering. You know, it's so cool for adding all those wonderful sort of elements. And just be random with it, because I'm creating a background. So, it doesn't need to be perfect at all. You're creating this beautiful random background. And already, doesn't that start to look good? You know, I just adore it. And I'm using really nice strong ink, so the VersaFine Clear on the top of that background, so it's bright and really, really fresh and gorgeous. So bringing on now. Now, what I love about this stamp set as well, you've got some of the solid stamps, like this one, and I'll bring this one in the pink as well. So you've got some of the solid stamps, which of course look good when you start layering over these ones, like that. Check by brand, because I know we tried to get that stamp on, but yeah, you'll have to shop by brand. And you do need to, if there's something you fancy, you have to check your baskets out, because the prices are going up. That where I've missed, this is dead easy for going back in. And look at that already. I love doing this. Oh, and I've only got a minute, folks. I could do this for hours. It's pattern building. It's fun. Thing is with that one, let me really just quickly show you, because watch. You've then got a stamp that'll go 45 seconds, folks. But look, that will go there around the outside. So it builds up your blocks if you want to, but it also allows you to go individual as well. Oh, I've only seconds. Nick, thank you so much. I've absolutely loved playing with your stuff. Oh, I love this. This makes me very, very happy. Please check your baskets out. Make the most of those deals. I will see you tomorrow, because I've got a one-day special from La Blanche. Miss Haley, what are you up to?
Well, I wasn't quite sure whether I was going to get right the way to the end there, because I thought Leonie was going to see us out of the show. Anything in your baskets, make sure you're checking those baskets out. Lots of bargains to be had, but only when you check that basket out. I will see you on Tuesday.